Mike Hall, and over the last 40 years, against better judgment, I managed to amass over 400 classic cars. These cars are my legacy, but I'm running out of time to restore them all. So I opened up a restoration shop with my son Connor and my best friend Avery to try and turn my passion into profit, restoring cars that the average person can afford. But it's tough making a buck, so I'm gonna have to get the whole car-crazed town behind me to help get the job done. But that's how things roll here in Rust Valley.
In the remote interior of British Columbia, somewhere between the desert and the Rocky Mountains.
We call it Rust Valley, where there are literally hundreds and hundreds of classic cars just waiting to be restored. The air is dry and it preserves them. So it's become the center of this amazing classic car culture. And I just happen to have one of the largest collections around. There's almost $2 million in rust right here. In the last 40 years, I've worked very hard. I started my own construction company from nothing. I've made good money, but it's all gone back into my cars. Oh, I'm addicted to rust. Right about there.
Mike's putting everything he's got into opening his dream shop, Rust Bros Restorations.
I'm 62 years old almost. Now's the time, and I'm gonna give it my best shot, but I've got to get some income coming back. I mean, just ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. Probably 300,000 plus of my hard-earned dollars standing there laughing at me.
Mike's never in his life been under budget.
He has to do it as a job. He has to treat it like a job. No more of doing it for fun. He's doing it for money now.
Now or never. Said, go big or go home. Well, we're going big. Hopefully we don't have to go home.
What do you figure, Mike?
Sunbeams are too much work. We could do an AMX. Cause see, there's another AMX and we got a Javelin for parts.
This morning, Mike and Avery are hunting for a car they can restore and sell fast to get some money in the bank.
I like this car, even though it looks like it needs $1 million worth of work.
This is a 1970 440 4-speed RT. They made 440 of these, but we still need 10, 15 grand worth of sheet metal. We'll put this on the back burner. What about the Chev? We could just slam a V8 in her.
It ain't worth nothing.
It is hard when you're just trying to pick one to restore, because I mean, we have so many cars that should be brought back to life. It needs rockers.
Mike,
Okay.
I've known Mike for about 10 years. It's important to me that Rust Bros succeeds. When we pick a car, it's got to be worth something when it's done.
How about this one? This is a swinger. You know what the cool thing is, Ave? These cars were born here. Back in the 70s, they actually built these cars in Canada and then shipped them for sale to America.
Well, that's kind of cool.
I know. They're the exact same car, except this is an original 340 4-speed car, and this was a 318 Air. 1970 Dodge Dart Swinger. It's one of the most popular A-bodies Dodge made, and it's also one of my favorites.
In the days of mini skirts and bell bottoms, the Swinger, introduced in 1969, was an affordable everyman's muscle car. With a price tag under $3,000, it was low frills and lightweight, but big on power.
Both of these cars are 1970.
Well, it says 71 on it.
Well, it's wrong. That's 1970. Between the two, we could make one, buddy. Come on. Look under here. Factory air. No rust. This would actually increase the value 4 or 5 grand. The motor ran, so I mean, maybe it's a good engine still. This is the one, Ave. Take that 318, polish her up, and make that thing growl. That old B5 blue interior and upholstery, going to sexy jet black. Top it off with that nasty 340 twin snorkel hood. And I've always wanted to paint one pink.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
What do you think?
What's this thing worth finished?
Should be somewhere around 20 grand. 2, 1, sale. Let's load her up.
You're good.
Put it in neutral.
If we can invest a small amount of money, around $1,500, and keep it to 200 hours, make a good profit out of it. I just hope that he doesn't fall in love with it and decide to spend a pile of money. We need to get in there, get out, get this car finished, and on to the next one.
Go drop this one off, come back and get the other one. Where's my dog? Minnie! Come on! Come on! Leave those groundhogs alone. Good girl. Get in that truck.
Open her up there.
Somebody's changed the ignition module. It's full of oil. I mean, who knows why it stopped running.
We're gonna see how bad a shape it is, try getting it started. It's a fairly big moment because it'll tell us whether we gotta put a whole bunch more work into this car or not.
If Mike and Avery can get the Swinger's 48-year-old engine running, it'll save them a costly 50-hour rebuild.
Okay, put some gas in it. That Swinger's been parked for maybe 10, 15 years. Well, that gas in there is no good. So you just pour a little bit in the car, bypass the fuel system, give it the best chance to start. Okay?
Okay, perfect. Hey, start it up. Come on! Come on!
Well, that was positive. Me. Boom, 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 boom. Love the sound of Dodge starters. Let's try it again. Okay, whoa! Jeez.
Now, there's a bit much in there.
I think so. I'd say it's flooded. She's flooded good. Like, geez, Dave.
Well, that's good for you. It'll loosen everything up.
You're like my kid. You get an answer for everything. Here, you go turn it over. Gentle.
Holy Mike. Where's the fire extinguisher at?
Okay, we're out. It's gonna run.
Yeah, it's one hot motor. The engine's flooded, one backfire, poof, and it lights.
When you're working on stuff, you gotta be careful, because it only takes 1 second. But the thing runs well, it's gonna be cool.
Hey,
Hey, kid, what do you think of the 70 Swinger?
it's actually not that bad.
Basically, the only thing I'd buy for it would be a couple Swinger emblems. Brakes, maybe tranny.
Don't fall in love with it, Mike. You're gonna spend 12 grand on it and make 2 grand off of it. Use some of the parts up that we have laying around here
That's a good idea.
and possibly make some money.
I wouldn't go that far.
Everything he builds, he always ends up over budget. And then he'll sell it for less than he has into it. This shop needs to be able to make money. If it's losing money, it's gonna fail.
Anyway, now I'm starting to like this car. Let's get it out of here. Let's get it out of here before I form an emotional attachment.
God.
Nice car.
The shop is open for business, and Mike is hoping to score a deal with his very first client.
Suicide doors. What is it, 66?
That's right.
It's almost as old as me, but not quite.
I'm Mike.
Mike, I'm Mike. Glad to meet you. 1966, the Lincoln Continental was the pinnacle of American luxury vehicles. It was longer, wider, heavier. It had those beautiful suicide doors that open wide from the middle. But there was only 3,000 soft tops produced. It's super rare.
The iconic Continental will forever be known as the car President John F. Kennedy was riding in when he was assassinated. In 1966, you could bring home a convertible for a little over $6,000, more than the average family made in a year.
Let's just take a look under the hood,
Yeah.
see what we got.
Mike Poulton has dreamt of restoring his 1966 Lincoln Continental for 15 years.
Just needs a little cleanup, you know?
Yeah, a little TLC.
Yeah. Thinking just a paint job, you know, the interior needs a refresh.
Yep.
It's got a few little rust spots there.
Just starting to pop through.
I've had this car ever since my ski accident. It's been about 8 months, just kind of rehabbing and sorting out, you know, figuring out life. But one of my nurses, her dad's friend was selling the car. And, you know, in lots of ways, the car actually gave me a little spark to life again.
Can we pop the trunk? Oh, Jesus. Power trunk.
Yeah, this car's sweet. What I like about this car is I can do it all.
From a chair, which
Exactly.
is pretty cool.
It's awesome. It's just like a dream come true.
I do feel like I owe it something and want to, you know, restore it to its former glory.
Well, there is a lot of work to be done, but all in all, for a 55-year-old car, it's not outrageous.
Well, that's good news.
Right?
I'm
It's
happy
not
to
going
hear.
to sink you to fix it. What's your budget?
I'm kind of thinking if we can land somewhere in the 13K range and be dialed in for the summer.
13K is a little light. I was
Okay.
thinking closer to about 17, 18.
This is a bit of a stretch for us already, so
How about we meet in the middle? 15K.
if you think you can make some work for 15,
I think I can make some
I
work
think
for
we
you
can
at
probably do it.
15K.
All right,
6 to 8 weeks, we can do it.
fantastic. All right.
I just dropped 250, 300 grand building a shop. I'm running out of money right now, but this guy, he's on that car 15 years. I mean, that's a long time to maintain a dream. Now, if we can help it bring that dream to fruition, I think that's pretty cool. It's something I really want to do for him.
Oh,
Well, I see you guys found it.
You didn't buy this, did you?
I did not buy it. This car is for a special client, and this is his dream car. He's brought it to us because we're going to do right by him.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Okay? I quoted him $15,000.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a gift.
This is a big car.
I promised him 8 weeks.
Mike,
We're doing it.
okay.
My dad's put us in a tight spot here. It's a big car. 15 grand gives us about 150 hours to work with, and that's not a lot of wiggle room.
Okay, we'll just start in on this turkey.
The first thing we're gonna do with this car is we'll start taking it apart.
Lift this convertible top. Oh, look what I found. Avery, I just spotted something that your Mike never saw. Loads of rust. Both sides rotted right out. Lots of fabricating. Mike, he seems to look past a lot of the work. Probably didn't even lift up the top. It looks like a simple thing, but there's a lot of pieces to make from scratch.
The budget on the Lincoln just got a lot higher, and the profit a lot lower.
Mike is turning his hobby into a business. Now it's serious. His love to resurrect something, it clouds his vision. He's got to get with the program, or he's going to have to shut the doors and walk away from it.
Seen enough.
Put me out of my misery. Close the thing. Close the lid.
When I was taking out the front inner liner and that front fender there, 3 mouse traps fall out with skeletons in them. Yeah, nice.
The Continental job is way over budget before it's even started, and the Swinger has a long way to go before it's done and sold.
Okay, so where's the tires?
Yeah, they're back here. So Mike's son Connor is on a mission to make some money.
Beauty.
We need to start selling some stuff. We got too much junk around here and not enough money coming in to keep the lights on, keep the place going. The swap meet's coming up, and I want to get my old man down there selling.
In just a few days, the car-crazed community of Rust Valley will gather at the biggest swap meet around.
I mean, look at this car. Oh, look how pretty that is.
Connor's convinced Mike it's his chance to finally sell a 1972 Chevy Nova Mike's had stashed away for almost a year.
Factory gas lines, brake lines, everything. I know, this wasn't the one to do. It was too much work.
It was way too much work.
Well, hopefully I'm learning from my mistakes.
I don't think so.
Dad's got a hard time selling stuff because he puts too much time and money into them. He has to sell them.
We're still short one piece.
You're missing a piece, so it's not even ready?
Underneath the grill, I totally forgot. I haven't looked at that car in 5 months. Basically, I forgot what was left to finish. Tomorrow, I'm gonna have to make a couple calls in the morning and see if we can't get the stuff we need up here by Friday. Fire it up.
Come on, baby.
Oh, run it up and down the road. Don't abuse it, go gentle. Told him take it easy, those are brand new tires.
What are we gonna do for money on this car?
Well, I got at least 25K into it, man. I mean,
I know you got too much into it.
sometimes you get attached to stuff. It's not one I really want to sell. I know what I got into it. I'm not going to get it out, so I figured we'd start at 20.
Are you actually, if someone walks up with 20 cash, are you actually gonna sell it?
I'm hoping for 25, but reality rears its ugly head. Gandhi, like Mahatmas. We got to generate some funds, man.
Yeah, we do.
This shop just about killed me.
I know.
I'll believe it when I see it. He's got an addiction, and it's cars. I hope he's capable of letting go of the keys.
I mean, look, I got money laying all around, but there's none in my bank. It's time to start selling shit. You can almost see sheet metal. Well, what have we found?
There was a lot of surprises.
Mike's crew is sanding down the 66 Continental. The 30 hours of rust repair they found earlier is nothing compared to their new problem.
Feel how thick the paint is? There's five different paint jobs.
Holy shit, eh? I have never felt paint that thick in my life.
Right now, what we quote for stripping the car, dismantling the car, I've burned up and just stripping the paint off.
Unbelievable.
And also the big surprise is it's been hit hard in the side. The door is all creased.
Looks like we're gonna have to redo that whole door skin. Trying to salvage it would be impossible.
The metal work adds another 40 hours.
There's a couple of days here on the door alone. You know, another couple of days up here on the top. Another 3 or 4 days in the other patches around.
If your hours get out of control, the price gets out of control. And I don't want to pass on extra hours, but I eat too much cost. I'm not in business anymore.
Either the budget's got to come up or the expectations got to drop a little bit.
But I mean, we gave him a quote based on his budget, Avery. This is his dream, and we've got to help him. What do you do?
determined to get the Lincoln's ballooning budget under control.
I want to help people realize their dreams. If I tell them 15 grand, it's going to be 15 grand.
He's got a lead on a piece of machinery that could cut the metalwork time in half.
You must be Santo. Glad to meet you, man.
Hey, Mike.
This is my buddy Avery. We want a deal.
My name is Santo, not Santa.
So what do we got here?
Businessman and junk dealer Santo is selling the contents of an old machine shop.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
You're stubborn.
Oh, yeah,
my
over
God.
wide. Look,
Oh,
Abe,
look at that.
There's what we came to look at. And there's an 8-foot break.
A brake bends sheet metal. It's what they need to do the Lincoln's door.
I think we got to get our sheet metal guy looking at this. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't have a clue what I'm looking at.
Mike's welder Rick followed him to Ashcroft.
Hey, Mike, do you smell something funny in here?
Yeah, did you just yourself? Jesus. Get out of here. Hey, Rick. Here.
I don't know if I want to go in there.
Here, take the light. It's at the back. Go take a good look.
Maybe we should send a canary in there first, eh?
Yeah. See if it lives or dies. I mean, it's got a lot of use, Rick.
Shine that on the end and see if there's a nameplate on the end there.
It says brown and something.
Yeah, it'll be brown and bog.
So this is what we're looking for?
Yeah, we'll use this every day.
Should we try and make a deal?
Yeah, probably 1,800, 2 grand max.
Okay, we'll start at 1,000 and see what Santa has to say.
Bingo.
Well, it's solid enough. What's it worth to you?
4 grand.
Jeez.
Where are we at?
You're way high. Give me a realistic price. Come on, Santo.
3,000.
1,500.
No.
Just the labor to get it out is worth another 500.
No.
I'll go 2 grand.
All right.
Okay, done deal.
Thanks for nothing.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now let's get it out of here.
Thank you.
That dented door in the Continental is a major issue for us and the client. Okay, we're gonna back the trailer under it. But we hope this is a piece of equipment that's gonna help us. Okay, stop! Whoop. Okay, let's lay it down.
The brake might help get the Continental back on budget, but it's one more investment Mike can't afford right now.
I've blown my monetary load, so to speak. It's all gone. I've spent $2 million bucks. I've got 6 employees. I've got parts bills that are through the roof. I'm hemorrhaging funds. If we don't get some coming in, I'm not in business. Thanks a lot, Santo.
Thank you.
Cash the check quick. We're reaching critical mass here, and we've got to get some cars out of the door, so fingers crossed. I've come upside down and blood's rushing to my head. I'm getting dizzy.
The swap meet is 2 days away, and with money tight, Mike should be finishing the Nova to sell. Instead, he scraped together cash to buy a new brake system for the 1970 Dodge Dart Swinger.
Okay, Abe, I'm puffing away in my beautiful balloon. Sometimes I get attached to stuff, and first thing that goes out the window is the budget, but I'm trying.
Pump it gently, Mike.
But I mean, it is a nice car. I mean, when you look at it, it puts a smile on your face. Once, twice, 3 times to the floor.
See the air coming out of there?
Do we have a jar to catch it?
Yeah, we're catching it. Pump it.
Pump and release. Pump. Okay, we're starting to get something. Is the jar getting full?
Yeah, it's just about full, Mike. I hate brake fluid.
You mean we got brake fluid all over the floor is what you're telling me. Guy.
Can't catch it, no jerk.
Yeah, you can.
I'm not arguing with you. I hate shit on the floor. Point is, we need to get something a little bit more rigged up, a little bit better for doing this.
Well, we could have actually gone and looked before you told me to start pumping.
Well, whatever.
Avery does not like to take the 5 seconds to set up. There's no reason we've got to bleed brake fluid all over my new shop floor. Pisses me off. But on the other hand, now we have brakes. It's a win-win. Okay, what else? We need some rims. Tires make a huge difference, tires and rims. A little taller, a little fatter, a little more sporty look, a little more pizzazz. Give it to me, baby.
Give it to me, baby.
Give it to me, baby.
Mike needs to switch the Swinger's narrow tires for a fatter set.
We're going to see my buddy Dan Adrian. He does tires and exhaust. He's also a Dodge freak. Check out that. Call it Rust Valley for a reason. Everybody around here seems to like cars. Dan, we've got these. We'll put these on those so I can flog the dart.
Yeah, you bet.
Okay, thanks, Dan. Oh, hang on, I forgot my rhubarb. Hey, Dan, whose is that?
Mine. Well, I use it for a couch.
What are you doing with it?
For sale. You need it?
I need it for my 70 swinger.
A-body bench. $100.
Done deal.
You're my favorite person today.
I know. There you go. You're my second favorite person. Avery, load it up. I'm going for a piece of rhubarb. Cannot believe the seat for the swinger is sitting out here and he uses it for a couch. There's not even a rip in the thing. Raises the price of my car $500. You got the back seat?
No, I don't think so.
It's close enough. We put a seat cover on the back. It's like a snowball effect, man. As soon as that seat goes in there, Mike is gonna want to change some more stuff.
Boom chakalaka. Thanks, Dan. Pleasure as always, bud. Hey, we can't just do the front seat. We need them both. We might have to go see the great white shark.
Mike heads a little further up the road to visit another Rust Valley neighbor, whose car collection rivals his own.
Oh, look at that.
I know
I already sold that to somebody.
I asked him. You call me in a week or two if he hasn't come back.
Take it today.
Mike,
Yeah, focus.
Salvage master Big Donnie has a reputation for being the best salesman in Rust Valley.
Donnie's like a great white shark. I mean, if you got cash in your pocket, it's like a drop of blood in the ocean. He can smell it. I need a back seat.
I got dusters.
What year?
73, 74.
Let's just take a quick look. This one's a 74. That's the back seat we need, Dave. 74 Plymouth Duster and 70 Swinger. The dimensions of the rear seats are the same. Ooh, we need this.
Come on, you guys. This is taking too much time for a $1,200 car.
It ain't a $1,200 car. It's like a $120 car.
Oh, don't be silly.
Donnie, what about this?
Before he can make a deal on the Duster, something else catches Mike's eye.
58 Buick, two-door hardtop. That's very special. Pretty rare and something that I've always wanted. It's too good to pass up. I'll give you $500 for the pair.
Are you sick?
Mike, stop buying.
Take it or leave it.
$400 each, you got it. Give me the money.
Okay, I'll do that.
Mike's ability to buy stuff and not sell stuff, I'm worried about his financial situation and it's gonna put us in a jam. When we do need money to finish a project, it's not gonna be there.
Open the doors and roll the windows down.
For what?
On the blue one, we gotta
Taking
take
the seat out now?
Well, we need it. For sakes, Donnie.
What is it with these cars and rat shit?
Blech.
What is with that?
That's gross, Donnie. Hang on.
Get out of there, Mike.
It's just good.
Oh, Mike, your hair's in the rat shit.
Whatever, it's time for my yearly shower. Okay. Okay, get that.
Oh, my God.
Get that out of here, hurry up. Gentle, don't make any dust.
When he suffers from metallic hallucinations, when he wants something, it is overwhelming what he will go through to get it.
Avery, I dropped a bit in the back, rat shit. Holy, it's gross.
You didn't find my dead cat in there, did ya?
Let's get this loaded up and get out of here.
Truck. What else can I sell you?
Nothing.
Mike,
What?
we need to get out of here while we still got money.
I know. Perfect time, it was raining.
The next morning, Rick and Greg are rebuilding the door on the 66 Lincoln.
Not bad fit, eh?
Magic.
Across the shop,
Do you know what? The cars that we bought off Donnie.
What cars?
Yeah, Mike bought more cars off Donnie.
Connor just heard about his dad's latest spending spree.
I can't believe my dad came home with a Buick. We're supposed to be selling shit, not buying it. Like, we don't need anything else here.
I don't know what to say, man.
Hey, Sarah, could you phone Lord Cole and order us a set of floor mats? Just tell him it's for 72 Nova. What do we need here?
The Nova still isn't ready for tomorrow's swap meet.
I hope my dad can follow through and sell this Nova, because if not, this place is not gonna survive.
Why am I attached to the Nova? I don't know. It's memories. The time it came from and the fact it's been preserved for almost 50 years.
I already see a problem already, how this fits on. this whole thing comes off, this replaces this. Because look at, this has a raised thing on it where this doesn't. I thought they're all the same from 68 to 72.
Obviously not. Unreal. Now we're taking the car apart the day before the swap meet. Can we get some primer and 2 coats on it and dry by the end of the day?
I don't know how dry it'll be, but yeah.
Greg rushes to get the new piece painted.
That's all challenging. I don't want to sell any of this stuff. It's all 55, 56 stuff.
And Avery pushes Mike to search his yard for anything else he can hawk at the swap meet.
This stuff he's got laying around, it doesn't look like it, but it's worth a lot of money. If he sold some of this stuff, he could make a good chunk of change off of it.
Oh, don't open that door. It's kind of like opening Pandora's box.
Oh my God. What the Here, we can sell those.
What are they for?
I think they're 64 or 5 SS, either Chevelle or...
Well, don't you have one of those cars up there?
I do. Give those back. Not for sale. Not for sale. What am I thinking? Give me those.
Mike has a problem selling his stuff. It's kind of a hard thing to explain unless you're a collector.
Oh, look at that, Abe. That is 1971 Challenger. I don't have a 71 Challenger, but I don't really want to get... No, okay, we aren't selling any of this. Watch out.
There's got to be something. Any bumpers in there that are worth anything?
Oh, I think I got a set of clubs, man. Stand back. Ouch.
You got a quarter panel.
Look, we have a steering column, 69 Camaro. Whoa.
What's that piece of shit?
69
It's
Camaro.
not even tilt, Mike.
It doesn't. They never made tilt. And you ever see a 69 Camaro with tilt?
It's real hard for him to part with some of his stuff. He gets an attachment to it like it's part of his happiness or well-being. It can be quite emotional. The only person that's probably going to sell it is probably Connor when Mike dies.
I don't like selling my shit. It's not for sale.
Lord help us. Hope we make some money tomorrow, Mike.
Me too, or I'm gonna lay you off. Hey guys, I see we got her all blasted. What have we found?
This thing's rotted. It's a monster.
Jesus, eh?
Yeah.
At the shop, Mike's crew have just discovered a big problem with the Lincoln Continental.
You know, the patches in here, there's rust holes here.
If we try to weld this, it's just gonna vanish.
That's paper thin.
Yeah.
Pinholes of rust were hidden under the paint the entire length of the 66 Lincoln's back convertible panel.
Okay, well, what's an estimate to fix it?
3 to 4 days.
Plus body work.
Yeah,
so he's
plus-
looking at a
plus
$2,000 bill, give or take.
Yep.
It was easier to build a whole new door skin than it is to fix this piece. It's got curves and bends and contours, and everything has to fit to it.
Mike's already eaten the cost of new equipment. He can't afford to go further into the red on this project.
The road to hell was paved with good intentions. I was pretty optimistic, but reality has reared its ugly head. It's never over till the fat lady sings and she's just warming up. Check out your baby, Mike.
Oh, wow. The car looks awesome.
We ended up scraping this car with razor blades. It's the only way we can strip it.
I cannot wait for this thing to get some color to it.
Yep. We're gonna bring the client in, show them the problems we found. We're gonna be upfront. We're gonna be honest. We're not gonna bullshit them. Discuss options.
What's going on here?
This is your rag top back cover. See how it's all starting to bubble?
Yeah.
It's all gone here.
Okay.
We found 2 in the States, and they're as bad or worse than this one. What my guys are telling me to fix this piece is 3 days minimum. So you're looking at $2,000 to fix this piece.
No way.
3 days, you figure it out at 60 bucks an hour. That's why I'm telling you. This is the most expensive fix on your car.
That's insane.
I know, exactly. That's why I'm talking to you, Mike.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
It's not.
You're breaking my heart here.
Well, I don't like giving bad news. That's why we called you in. I mean, it's...
Complicated. Yeah. Well, I don't think I have many options, and I think we gotta put some work into it, I guess, hey? This car is really important to me. It kind of hurts, but what do you do? Budget-wise, I can't go over the moon on it, so hopefully there's not too many additional challenges along the way, but I am nervous. I hope it's in good hands with Mike here. Let's get it done then.
Okay.
Let me know if you find anything else.
I've got to start actually thinking about the consequences of what I tell the customers. Building cars is a whole new gig. I've done it for a hobby. Well, now it's a business. It's important. I've got to deal with it, or I'll be bankrupt soon. Hey, who's got a vacuum?
It's the day of the swap meet. Mike and his crew are running way behind, scrambling to finish the '72 Chevy Nova so they can sell it.
get the Nova down to the swap meet, and then get our booth set up. I'm on a new track, new mode. Sell, sell, sell. We're gonna make money, but we're running out of time. Hey, I need some Chevy floor mats. Okay, fire this thing up. Let's get going.
Ride the wild pony.
Yeah, looks good. Let's go get the booth set up. Look, we're gonna fill up this table perfectly. Well, put them there, but yeah, whatever.
Looks like a good turnout.
Beautiful.
The Rust Valley Swap Meet draws car fans from miles around, looking for deals on parts and the car of their dreams.
This car really needs to go, man.
Yeah, I'm hoping for 25, but reality rears its ugly head. 20. Okay, let me assume the position. Step right up. What can I sell you, gentlemen? What can I sell you? You guys look like you got money. Show me your wallets. What do you got? Credit cards? Bank drafts?
$1,000. What's your price? Happy, sad, glad? If you give me about $900, you can have.
A little rich.
Okay.
How much for the grill?
120 bucks. You interested in both? I'll give them both to you for 120, no dicking.
120, yeah.
You don't like it? They can sit here. Okay, what's the deal?
40 bucks.
You're killing me. Give me the money. Use them well.
All right.
Good man. Look how happy that guy is. He know he just me over.
Hey.
Kevin, can I sell you Nova? We did too much.
Yeah.
Well, you know
You
what I
always
mean.
do too much.
Well, I know. I got 25 into the car. There's 800 bucks worth of brand new TAs on it. Hop in and
Hop
give
in,
her a
let's
whirl.
go.
Running up and down the road. Don't abuse it. Go gentle. Go gentle.
You want me to light him up?
No.
I'm gonna light him up.
Brand new rubber.
Yeah, she is nice. Give you 15K for it right now.
No.
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 I have 2 sets of X heads, 6 4-speeds. I have the 118 spline.
Well, I'm not giving you the car for parts. That's what we're getting down to. I'll go, no, I need some cash. I might do 15K in some trades. You give me all the trannies, the motors, the parts. How much cash?
I'll give you 10, and I'll give you all those parts. That's a steal.
$10,000 would cover Mike's payroll and some of the extra hours on the Lincoln.
That is, okay, done deal. Sold.
Cool. You actually sold some?
I know I wanted to get more cash, but I mean, he's got a lot of we need. I figured I almost broke even. I've spent close to $2 million of my money. Invested. I've invested, not spent. I've invested in my metallic hallucinations. And it's got to start paying for itself.
Congratulations.
It's all good.
You done good.
Perfect.
I got the hood, guys. It's okay.
You know that kid?
That thing closes nice, eh?
I know. That's a pretty nice hood.
At the Rust Bros shop, Mike has gone over budget on the 1970 Swinger.
That's $1,000 easy, man. That's cool.
But the car still has a long way to go.
Okay, get the seats out, check out the tranny.
Fix this door.
You know what? I should price out these emblems.
Nope.
Hey, Sarah. No?
Nope.
I don't want to spend any more money on this car. We have a lot of parts kicking around here already for it. Hopefully we can just put it together with what we got.
Yeah, but
You're already
all we
over
need-
your budget.
It just-
How much have you spent already?
I'd have to add it up. I know we tried for 1,500 bucks, but you have to give it that right look. It's risky. But if it doesn't look like a muscle car, nobody's gonna buy it. We might go over 100 or two, but the guy,
Whoa.
it's gonna be close.
No.
I'm gonna go pop the dash out of that other one.
You can only yell at them so much. Worst case scenario, we're gonna lose a bunch of money on this Swinger.
Whoa, beauty.
Turn on the big loud fan for me.
Done. Let's get it out of here.
Frank!
What's going on, Mikey?
A little this, little that.
Right on.
Frank is my neighbor. He loves muscle cars. He loves the old stuff.
So, how many cars you got going on in the shop now?
Oh, about 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Check that out.
Holy, pink.
That's not pink, that's panther pink.
Yeah, that's freaking nice, buddy.
This is the high-impact FM3 panther pink color.
Pink? I was like, what?
This is the 318 factory air car. We put all brand new heavy-duty springs, brand new tires. We got the stripe kit. We got the 340 hood and the scoops. We painted all the grill, detailed it all up. New carpet, new headliners, new front and rear seats.
Holy. You guys spent a little time here, eh?
Once you start, Frank, where do you stop?
That's what happened with the $1,500 budget.
Straight out the door. I gotta look good in that, eh?
I think you look great in that. Wanna buy it?
Well, let's stay for a little rip.
Let's see what this baby will do, buddy.
Hang on, Mikey. Holy Mikey, this thing goes way better than what I thought, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, give her some gas. Whoever drives this, it better not be shy, Frank.
Shit, dog.
I'm proud of that car. It looks hot. Sells itself. Oh, yeah. In all honesty, Frank, what do you think?
I like it. I do. Numbers.
Bottom line, anybody else 30 for you because you're special? 25K.
You take 15 cash?
No. 50.
What do you have to get out of it?
What do I have to get out of it?
No bullshit.
I gotta get 20K. Seriously, that's the bottom dollar. I'm giving you the deal of the day.
You know what? 20.
Okay, done.
Okay.
Over there, my friend.
All right, buddy.
Okay.
Right on, Connor. It's a done deal. It's a real man that had to buy that car, and I'm that man, right?
And if you do have any problems, we're right next door.
Exactly, right?
What's that make? 2 down, 398 to go. Time to get moving. No time to waste.
It's actually a mean-looking little car. I grew up in the wrong era.
Rick has spent the last 3 days fixing a rusty panel on the Lincoln Continental.
Looking good. Right on.
Yeah, we'll try it on the vehicle now.
The problem car has taken a toll on Mike's bottom line and the crew.
The Lincoln turned into a pretty major job. And I mean, my guys, they get stressed out is just when the work gets more and more. I mean, they like to see an end in sight, right? And every time we find a problem, that extends the time.
How's that look?
I can work with that.
Good.
They're now 2 weeks behind schedule and can't afford any more delays.
We got it.
See, these arms hold them back too.
Yeah, hold them back. Okay. Somewhere.
These ones going to there.
Those things fit pretty tight, eh?
He's not going. We need a pry bar. Thank you.
Right in the lips. Oh shit, Rick's bleeding away here, guys.
I sprung over
Here,
here.
come over here and hold this
sprung
here,
a lip.
Greg. I'll get the other side in there.
Hang on, wait a second. Okay, Greg.
Shit, he really hit himself.
Anybody ever ask us to work on a Lincoln rag again?
That would be no.
Burn! Shut that noisy thing off. So here's our problem, Vern.
The Continental needs to be delivered in a few days, and Mike's calling in favors.
We need this thing painted.
That's a lot of acreage.
I know.
Vern is one of Rust Valley's best painters.
Well, you know what? There's 24 hours in a day. We can work them all. We'll get her in.
Appreciate it. I've got a lot of people in the valley owe me a few favors. Maybe it's time to call them in.
Mike's turning the whole of Rust Valley into an assembly line to get the job done.
Oh, yeah. You do a good job, the guy will tell 10 people. You do a shitty job, he'll tell 100 people.
What I want is your Studebaker pickup trucks. I need them both.
If you can do the air ride, fuel injection, and the disc brakes, done deal. We're only as good as our last job, right? Looking good, Carl. Look at all this shiny
jewelry,
stuff.
man.
Well, we're just trying to establish a name, so it's got to be done right. Right to the back?
Yeah, she's good. It's only taking up half the shop now.
With Rust Valley's help, the Lincoln job is finally finished and on budget.
This is the first car, and I'd like the client to be happy.
Mike called me up and said, come meet me at the Starlight Drive-In. Today's the day. I'm excited to see the car. It's been a few months in the making and 15 years waiting, so I have some butterflies. You know, I'm not sure what to expect. Last time I saw it was in pieces, so I hope Mike pulled it off.
I think I can maybe hear it.
There it is.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
The daddy's car?
Yeah. And look at the paint, it looks killer.
Oh, here's your baby, Mike.
Look at the interior, holy.
Check it out, Mike. They did an amazing job.
No doubt. I can't even believe this is the same car. The trim looks awesome. It's unreal.
Look at the dash. Remember that big gaping wound,
I
Mike?
I gotta soak it all in here, you know?
It's a dream come true. I've been waiting a long time for this.
Wow. It looks pretty killer with the air I dropped and everything, too.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
That's 3. That's
Yeah.
your highest.
Yeah.
2 is driving.
Yeah.
And then 1 is coming down. All the way down.
Oh, yeah.
Mike went above and beyond. The whole thing is just unbelievable. You know, I can't even begin to explain how happy I am for this car.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you guys so much. Yeah. You knocked it out of the park here.
The Continental is just the absolutely perfect car to go to a drive-in and, you know, drop the top and lots of comfy leather. We're definitely creating some moments and memories here, so like extra special.
Personal driver here.
Memories last forever. It's all you got in life.
Do you guys like it? Yeah!
It is a special moment to see the look on his face. The car means a lot to Mike, therefore it means a lot to us, and it got him through a hard time in his life. And now that we've given it back to him...